now. Perfect. So welcome you guys to tonight's team call. For those of you that are joining us live, thank you so much. For those of you that are going to listen to this later, this is going to be worth a lot of your time, I promise. But I wanted to talk to you about Leaders Retreat, what this is, how it's different from convention, and why you want to be there. So Leaders Retreat is a contest. It was launched on June the 1st. So the important part is really to get going is to put your game plan together now, because it runs from June 1st through August 31st. So it's an entire 3-month span. Over the last couple of years, sometimes they have made it retroactive to even count the end of May, or they've lowered the points to qualify. I don't know if that's going to happen this year, but it's happened in the past, and it's been a really great opportunity. So while, yes, a good chunk of your time is for that 3-month period, getting your game plan together now and putting a game plan of action now, because they do have a limited number of spots available. So let's start with what this is exactly. So Leaders Retreat is a retreat that Plexus hosts every year in October. And the dates for this one, October 24th through the 27th. So save the date right now, claim it, and tell yourself that you're doing this right now. Because 99% of this business is mindset. It's total mindset. You are going to Leaders Retreat, so just claim it. The retreat is for the leaders in the company, which includes all of you. None of the jewels come to this retreat. They have changed that over the last couple of years. So this is specifically for senior rubies and below. So sapphires, emeralds, diamonds, they are not able to attend this retreat. They have their own retreat. So when the jewels are taken out of that pool of people, it makes more spots available for everyone else, which has been gone over very well. So it's in an undisclosed location as of right now, and we will find out at convention where this is going to be, which is conventions in less than 2 weeks, which is crazy. So they're going to announce where the location is for Leaders Retreat. Up until now, it's been in amazing places, and I know this year is going to be amazing also, but it's been in Washington, D.C., in Dallas, Orlando. Last year, it was on a cruise ship chartered to Key West and Bahamas. So that particular trip had such a massive response that I wouldn't be surprised if it's another cruise this year. And a free cruise. So you know what's more awesome than that and equivalent to a free cruise? So this is going to be an amazing free trip, free cruise. You get yourself there, and Plexus takes care of the rest. They pull out the red carpet completely and never skimp on spoiling us as ambassadors, and it's just entirely incredible. You meet incredible people. I have a lot of the sideline sisters that I have made friends with. I've met at Leaders Retreat. You link arms, and all of these people around you are like-minded. For this Leaders Retreat, I've been on 4. My 5th one that I had earned last year was I couldn't go. I was so bummed. I couldn't go. I had to decline. But I'm telling you, you guys, this is my favorite Plexus event of them all. I love convention. Convention's amazing. Super Saturday is amazing if it doesn't snow and ice on that day. But I went to my very first Leaders Retreat as a gold ambassador. And I say that because this is not, you might look at this and be like, well, I don't have a big enough team yet, or I don't have very many customers, or I am doing this all by myself. This is where it can stand apart. There are so many silver ambassadors that earn Leaders Retreat, and they can earn it on their own, while having a team and helping that momentum and earning those points is valuable. Helps. This is something that you can do and that you can control. So if any of you guys are listening and saying, well, I'm only silver, don't say that, because take that word only out. You are silver. That is a huge, huge accomplishment. Or if you have just joined, mindset is 99% of getting to Leaders Retreat, but it's also 99% of working your Plexus business. You need to believe in yourself. I believe in you. Your sponsors believe in you. And if you're not there yet, if you don't have that belief, you can lean on others' belief if it's not there yet, because anybody can qualify for Leaders Retreat. And I'll tell you, when I was a gold ambassador, I still felt like I was kind of carrying the weight by myself, you know, like kind of working it, because that's kind of how it is. The jump from silver to gold is very difficult. It's one of the hardest rank jumps in Plexus. And I wasn't even checking my points until Jen Hawkins was like, hey, check your points in your back office. Like, are you going to leaders retreat? And I'm like, oh my gosh, no, like there's no way that I will earn that. Like I'm not, no way. And little did I know that I was on track to earn it, and I hit it. And it was really exciting. And it's something to be very proud of, because every single person watching this video, you have the potential. It starts today. It's right here. It's right now. And it's putting your game plan in action. So a little bit more about what this is and where it is. There's amazing trainings, incredible events, but really it's basically Plexus spoiling you. There's awesome meals, silent disco parties, so much fun. And it's usually about 3 days, and it never feels like it's enough time. It's definitely something where you want to be and where leaders are born. This was I think that was my first, because I didn't go to my first convention. This was my second Plexus event. My first one was Super Saturday. My second one was Leaders Retreat, and it was the most impactful. I think that to this day, it was something that opened my eyes and painted this picture for me of like, I can make this work. And that was me sitting there as a new gold, and now sitting here as a senior ruby on our way to be an emerald team. And I really, truly feel like Leaders Retreat is really what catapulted my business. Like it's just something that really changed it. And when I'm telling you that you want to be there, you want to be there, not just for the parties, not just for the gifts, because they have awesome gifts, and not just even for the friends that you're going to make, because there are so many people that it's just a great networking, but because if you are serious about your business, and because you are on this call or watching this later, you're serious about it. This Leaders Retreat can make all the difference in the world for your business. It just really can. And I know sometimes you hear like life-changing and game-changing, but I'm telling you from personal experience, this is something that you definitely want to strive for. So that being all said, we're going to make announcements as soon as it is shared at convention. So we'll let you know where it is. But the next important piece is the how. And I want to start by saying that when Leaders Retreat has been rolled out every single year, even in my head, it's those lies, right? That little voice goes off. I look at the points, I look at the PDF that they sent us in the email. If you guys don't have it, I will definitely send it to each and every one of you, post it on our team page today, but it has the structure of how to get there. But those little voices go off in my head, and I look at the points, and I do this every single year, and I'm like, there's no way. I'm not going to qualify. And that has been my thought every year. And shame on me for doing that, but it's normal. It's a human, normal thing. But what happens is, you know, like I review the points, and I have that crushing feeling like, well, you know, better, maybe next year, before I even start trying. So if that's you, if that's what you're thinking, let me tell you, when there is a will, there's a way. And I know that's like a cliche saying, but it's true. This isn't going to come easy. You will absolutely have to work for it. But what I did when I really review the point system, I try to hone in on what earns you the most points in the contest. You can look at different formulas and different things, and it's going to overwhelm you, in my opinion. When you look at the point system and hone in, which we'll touch base on in a minute, on what can really earn you the most points, that is going to help you figure out the activities that you need to do to earn those points. So this is a point system, and doing different things in your business earns you points for Leaders Retreat. And the points that to earn an entry to go to Leaders Retreat, to earn an invitation, we need to have 1,050 points by August 31st to qualify. So 1,050. You have to have your game plan, you have to put it in action. So yes, there is a tracker in our back office to count your points, just like they did with the convention contest. There's a tracker in our back office, and it helps keep you on track with where you are. But I want to say, just from personal experience and friends that we've worked together through the past years, don't get so hung up on the points, because it can be overwhelming and discouraging, because it can be July and you're looking at your points like, there's no way that I can get there now. Don't do that. Try to not get hung up on your points. And that's why we tell ourselves the lies of not being able to earn this. Those lies aren't true. So my tip is focus on the activity and the points will happen. And right now, if you are someone feeling like I have to pass, like, ugh, there's no way, you are wrong. And I want you to repeat after me. You are wrong. Because if you're a silver ambassador carrying yourself there and earn it, Stephanie Nichols, I watched her do this by herself as a silver. And it was absolutely amazing. She was so proud, and she had every right to be so proud, because it's an all-telling sign of a true leader. Even if you're a leader like within yourself, they can earn it. You can earn it on your own, and everyone can do it. And by doing the activity and honing in on that activity, and the points that earn you the most credits are really where it's at. So talking about the point system for any new ambassadors, okay, anybody that you personally sign with a welcome pack, a $99 welcome pack, you're going to get 10 credits. If you sign someone with a $199 welcome pack, you're going to get 20 credits. And you also get credits for anybody that joins your team levels 2, 3, and 4. So you can see the different credits when you look at that PDF. You also earn credits by signing new preferred or retail customers. So they both count. They have to have an order of at least $75. But if you have a new or preferred customer on your first level, so if you personally have a new preferred customer or a new retail customer, you get 5 credits. Anybody on your second or third level with $75 or more, it's also 5 credits. So if you have level ones that are bringing in customers, you guys are getting credits and points for that, and it can add up quickly. So the cool part is, if the customer, whether they're retail or preferred, if they stay on the next month with a qualifying amount of $75 in PV, you get 2 retention point credits per person that stays on, which is awesome. So they're allowing it to have us utilize that point system. So then you also, in addition to ambassadors and customers, you also get points on your own personal volume. Now, your personal volume is anything that goes through your replicated website or your own personal orders. If you have 200 to 499 PV, you're going to get 20 credits. If you have 500 to 999 PV, you're going to get 75 credits. And anything over 1,000 PV for the month, you're going to get 125 credits. So this means, you guys, if you guys are getting close to hitting 1,000 or pushing yourself over 1,000, you're going to get 125 points in June, 125 in July, and 125 in August. So it can really add up. And that's PV alone. The next way you can earn credits is silver development. What I mean is, if you have a level 1 that goes silver, that means they have 3 ambassadors that join them, you get 75 credits. You yourself get 75 credits by having one of your level 1s go silver. So if it's, now when we say go silver, it's if it's 3 brand new ambassadors or 3 people that hit 100 PV under them and they hit that silver, that's what's going to make them eligible, and then you're going to get 75 points. If you have a level 2 that goes silver, you're going to get 50 points. And if you have a level 3 that goes silver, you're going to get 50 points. So that's a really great way to help focus and help and know what to kind of hone in on with your new people. In addition to silver development, the next way to get points are rank advancements, which is huge. So when you rank silver for the first time, you're going to get 100 credits, 100 points. If you rank gold, you're going to get 200 credits. Senior gold, 250 credits. And ruby, you're going to get 300. So you guys all would have gotten an email about this with the PDF. If you want to go in your inbox, if you haven't seen it, just type in the search bar in your inbox for your email leaders retreat, and you'll see the PDF attached. But it's a great way if you're a paper and pen person, because that's definitely how I work. I'm super old school. But again, the total credits to qualify to go is 1,050. So that is just to earn your way. If you surpass 1,050, Plexus sets up all these different prizes. They're going to announce what those prizes are when we get to convention, but they're going to go over that. So let's just focus right now on that 1,050 number, which qualifies us to go. So The 1,050 number is going to come from all the different ways that we talked about. So your game plan, it might look different than somebody else. And that's what I'm here to help you figure out, to pair up together, to see if we can link arms and keep each other accountable. But your game plan is your own journey. It's going to be where you feel like you can be the strongest at earning the most credits. You'll see on the PDF, levels 1, 2, and 3 going silver, your own personal PV, ambassador enrollments, customer orders, and rank advancement. These are all the things that are going to get you there. But if you do 1, 2, and 3, and don't worry about the rank advancements is going to happen on its own, because if you're developing silvers and you're bringing in new ambassadors and your team is bringing in new ambassadors, you're going to rank up without even really, kind of like organically. So just keep that in mind. So those are the 3 areas to really hone in your focus. And right now, I have homework for you guys. I want you to sit down in the next day or 2, just for a couple minutes, and I want you to take a moment and go through your team list in your back office and see who has not yet ranked silver on your own team. If you are listening to this and have not yet ranked silver, let's get you there. It's amazing. With or without Leaders Retreat, it's something to be super proud of, and it means when 3 people join you. So when you're going through your list, make a list of people on your team that are not yet silver and get in contact with them and get a game plan to help them go silver. And because it's going to help them cover the cost of their own products, and it's going to help them share the love of what Plexus is. To help with this, to help develop silvers, I don't know if you guys saw on the Big Team page, but I'm starting a Silver and 7 event, which is basically a 7-day event where I'm going to be giving you scripts, things to send, different advice to help people go silver. So you won't be out on the limb by yourself at all. So you're not on an island. So that's going to be starting soon. So watch for that in the Pink Freedom page. That group, we want to get as many people in our team that aren't yet silver, because even those people that are silver already, you can give yourself a goal to go silver every month. You're technically not going to rank silver every month, but to give yourself a goal of signing 3 new people every month, adding 3 new people. And by doing that, because the month of June, you would be the first to get samples of our new product, which is the hemp oil extract. So if you add 3 new ambassadors in the month of June, you're going to be on the list to get our first, to be one of the first ones to be a tester of the hemp oil extract. So it's another reason why you have to go silver this month or add 3 people. So I want to help you hone in on that very important factor. Again, 75 points for level 1 to go silver. So for level 2, those are serious points for your teammates for going silver. And what does that help you do? It helps you rank up. And that's where the other major points are in PV. So let's talk about PV really quickly. I want to be mindful of your time, but having a goal of 500 PV should be your goal across the board at all times. This is because if you are hitting up to 499 PV, 15%. Once you get to 500 PV, that commission jumps up to 25%. So you're getting an additional 10% commission to hit 25%. So across the board, that should always be your goal. But especially in the Leaders Retreat contest, this is going to earn you a good chunk of points. 75 points every month that you hit 500 PV. So that's awesome. That's well on your way to earning a lot of credits. And I know a lot of people that hit that 1,000 PV, like we talked about a little bit earlier. Again, if you hit over 1,000, you're going to earn that 125 points in June, July, and August. So huge chunk of points on your way to 1,050. So in addition to focusing on PV, let's focus on silvers. And last but not least, what you should focus on every day also is personal enrollments. This month right now is free shipping for all new ambassadors. With the promo welcome in all caps, your new ambassadors will get free shipping with the welcome pack. So again, if they order the 99 welcome pack, you're going to earn 10 credits. If they order the 199 welcome pack, you're going to earn 20 credits. And keep in mind as well, when you're developing silvers and they're getting points, you're also getting points 4 levels down. So again, personal enrollments, developing silvers, focus on your PV, and put that focus on. Let's do that homework on the next day or two. Let's get in our back office and see who is not silver on our team. Tell them about our Silver and 7 group. And I'll make sure to tag all of you guys on that first piece of information. But with the tools that we have, with this group, with the information in our back office, rank up roadmap, like all of these things are there for us to utilize. And it's fun to link arms with people and see who you want to go to Leaders Retreat with. You get to bring a guest, which is awesome. I have taken my mom over all of the Leaders Retreats, actually. I was able to take my mom, and it was really fun to have that experience with her. But it's always fun to have that accountability partner as well, to say, like, let's do this together. Let's both go to whatever destination is that we're going to be earning. So to sum it up, believe in yourself. I know that's, again, cliche, but believe in yourself. Lean on that belief from your sponsor or other people in our group, in our tribe. This is 100% in anybody's hands. And that being said, if you wait until mid-July or the end of July, it's going to be a really tough uphill battle from that point. So that's why I really want to reiterate, it has to start today. And it doesn't mean you have to spend hours of your summer doing this at all. I know that time sometimes is not in our own wheelhouse. That there's camps, family vacations. A lot of people here, time is not our own in the summer. It's hard. But there is a great tip from an ambassador, Diamond ambassador who has multiple kiddos. She said that summers are the best time to stay up late and to get up early and to find our window to work our business. Think about 20 minutes. Anybody can do 20 minutes during the day to work our business. And if we have 20 minutes, we can work it hard in those 20 minutes. We can get a ton done in that time frame. Set a timer. Put yourself in another room. Set your timer. When it's done, shut it down. Because it's easy to get wrapped up. But you can find it somewhere in your day. Because if you're serious about this, you want to go, you want to earn this, you will find that. And you'll leave the excuses behind and find that time. And that's really what it's all about. It's making that time. It's honing in on the most important parts. So number 2, stay in activity. And again, you know about the points, you know about what plan maybe you're thinking of, you know about needing to get to 1,050, but stay in activity. I like to take, and this is what I do, but I like to take the number of points and divide it by 3 so that I know that it's like, okay, this is so many points per month to hit. And then I divvy it out and dissect it down and focus in on what's going to get me the most points and where should I put most of my energy. My personal goal is to go silver every month to sponsor at least 3 ambassadors, kind of like the pedal to the metal, because, we can only control what we control. And again, you guys, it doesn't have to take your whole day, but just have a plan and stay in activity. Do the things. Reach out to new people, follow up, post, just be human, really. Talk to people, connect with people, tell them why this has helped you so much. And if you stay in activity, those points will happen. I used to drive myself crazy by checking the back office all the time to be like, where am I at? Where am I at? And that just drove me crazy. And, if you're a numbers person, that might work for you, but I really wanted to have it be, put everything I can and all the effort out there to see where it was taking me. And then I would check like every 5 days because that was better for me and made me relax a little bit more. But don't get so hung up that when June 30th gets here, you're like, well, I'm hanging up my hat. Like, I can't do it. No, I promise you, I've seen this happen. Activity that you do now will come to fruition in 60 to 90 days. It's going to develop later. If you are getting crickets now, if you are getting no responses now, what you're doing right now, even with the crickets and no responses, will be worth it in July and August. I promise you. And so I'm going to close with, this is not going to come easy, but it's also not a hard activity. You know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, reach out to me, reach out to your sponsor. Plexus Business is a stepping stone. It's a recipe, and it can be super simple if you're consistent with the steps, if you're consistent following what you know and what you're given. work your business and make the time instead of making the excuses, because you do the what and you will be brought the who. I really, truly, truly believe that. And the who is what is going to get you points for Leaders Retreat. And ultimately, the main goal is just, changing lives. And in turn of changing lives is growing your business. But you do the what and you will be brought the who. I've heard that before and I love it so much. What I want to end with, I did write myself, and I don't have it, I'm in my neighbor's bathroom, it's a long story, but I did start myself a game plan for June, July, and August. I'm not completely finished with it yet, but it's what I'm counting on every month is my own personal PV and developing silvers. If you're newer, your goal could be getting to 500 PV consistent every month, or 500 consistency club, which is 2 new ambassadors and 2 new customers. If your PV isn't at 500 yet, this is a good place for you to focus on to get your PV up to at least 500 for higher commission. And then in retrospect, larger points for your PV. And then my other goal for my ambassadors is really helping those silvers, new silvers develop, and helping you guys develop new silvers. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. And as always, I'm always here to help you in addition to your sponsor. But Leaders Retreat announcement is going to be announced at convention of where it is, but they always put the point structure out before so we can get started. But you can get there. I promise you, it's up to you. You just need to do the work to commit to make it happen. But don't for 1 second think that this is not for you, that this is out of your ballpark. This is definitely in your reach. I know you guys, I know what you're capable of. I know that you have a load of people, even if they're quiet, even if they might be watching, they're waiting and ready for you. And Leaders Retreat is worth the investment of your time because it's going to catapult your business when you get there. And you're going to be around amazing people and see that this is the mission, that it's the heart of Plexus. And you're going to fall in love even more than what you already have. So I truly, truly believe that you guys are on this call for a reason and can share it with your team for a reason. But I'm excited to see where it's going to be, and hopefully this has helped. So that is what I have so far. You guys have any questions? No? If you guys want to sit down and print out your PDF and do a call, we can definitely do kind of personalize it for yourself so that you're not trying to reinvent the wheel, or, this is about where your strong suit is, where you feel like you can have, get after, the most benefit out of these points. But it's definitely doable. And hopefully you guys haven't looked at it and did what I used to do and still do, actually. I think it's just part of the whole nature of the whole up and down roller coaster. But it is, it's work, but it is attainable. And that I absolutely promise.